Right. I want to welcome you to the Israel Tour meeting, and for all of our friends who are live streaming wherever you are. We have in some of our Israel tours, the majority of people often come from other states through the Search the Scriptures ministry, and if you're live streaming with us, we're glad you're able to join us. We're going September the 28th through October the 8th, just 1 week only. I think with some of the initial conflict, it scared some people off. They were afraid that it might be too dangerous, and those hotel rooms are already gone now. So right now, I spoke to a pastor. He wanted to do a trip in the fall, and of course he wasn't able to because all of the hotel rooms and plane flights are virtually booked solid until April, May of 2022. With that said, here's a brief announcement. Go ahead and play the video if you would, and it should broadcast wherever you are listening. I think they're going to push the button and make it happen.
Hello, my name is Hanoch Teller, and I'm very happy to invite you to come to Jerusalem and to Israel on behalf of the tour for CBC of beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina, to come to our beautiful country of Israel, which is fully vaccinated. We walk around normally. Ever since January, there are no more masks, and life has resumed to normalcy. You people have the opportunity of a lifetime to come to Israel to see and experience an educational, enlightening, and religiously uplifting tour that will give you back to your roots, and it's a pilgrimage of a lifetime to see the Promised Land and have first-class accommodations, not only in the hotel and on the bus and have luxurious hotels and gourmet meals, but you'll also be able to see with your own eyes, see where Jesus walked, where he healed the afflicted. Go to Gethsemane. You can go to the Sermon on the Mount, and you can go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and I don't even know what to tell you how many things you're going to see, but you're going to see it all, and most importantly, under the expert guidance of my dear friend, Pastor Carl Broggi, who is such an expert, experienced, erudite, provident, judicious, holy man. Gosh, I would go to Antarctica to be with him for 10 days, and here you get to come to the Holy Land. Let's just say that you have something to pray for. They say that in Israel, when you make a prayer, it's a local call. So you're going to have very productive prayers. And give us a chance, us Israelis, to embrace you. Evangelical community have done so much for us with your unflinching support. One more word about the security in Israel, which is iron-tight safe. I let my children, my grandchildren play in the streets. And guys, I don't know how to tell this to you, but in America, there are shootings left and right, hot and cold. Here it's a safe place. We have God protecting us, and we have the Israel Defense Forces. Please come and join us over here. And it's a great opportunity of spreading and showing your solidarity with your Christian community by a rewarding trip that you will cherish all your life. Come and experience it, the opportunity of a lifetime.
It was a little garbled up here. Could you hear it okay out there? Oh, good. Okay, great. So that's Hanoch Teller. He's a Jewish rabbi. I met him on a plane flight to Israel almost 6 years now. And he's thinking through the claims of Jesus. And so one of the things when we're in Israel is we will go to Yad Vashem. And Yad Vashem would mimic the Holocaust Museum in D.C., but much better in terms of its presentation and all the information that they will give. But we will actually get a personal tour with him. He's one of the senior docents there, put together a lot of the various presentations. I went through one time with him, and I had a tour guide with me, an Israeli tour guide, which everyone has. You have to by law. And he was with me, and he said, I've been through this museum maybe 300 times. He said, this was the single best presentation I've ever heard in my life. So we're going to be blessed to have him. He's already put that into his schedule. He travels around the world speaking about the Holocaust and other issues. So it's September 28th through August the 8th. If you're listening online, there's a place where you can go to searchthescriptures.org. Jesus said, search the scriptures, they're about me. Go to searchthescriptures.org, and you can get all the details here. Now, the trip will basically close July the 1st. So people who want to come will need to register by July the 1st. That's just an Israeli thing. They have some of the best security in the world. And so they will, when you register, do background checks on you to make sure you're not some terrorist and everything else. And they haven't had a tourist killed in Israel in over 40 years, but largely due to the protective measures that they take. So they're very, very, very careful as they manage their trips. If for some reason the atmosphere changed in Israel, we wouldn't go. We would delay the trip. Number one, our tour company wouldn't let us go. I wouldn't let you go, and the Israeli government wouldn't let us go if there was the least amount of danger. So let that just ruminate in your mind for a moment. With that said, all those who have signed up by July the 1st, then we will start having some information that I'll be sending you. And then before we leave in September, we will have an informational meeting in terms of all the logistics, like how to pack for a trip like this, especially if you've never traveled internationally, things you want to take, kinds of clothing, what you can expect each and every day. So we'll have an informational meeting. It'll be an hour long in the very, very first early part of September after Labor Day. But between now and then, after July 1st, we'll be sending some informational emails to those who are going to be a part of the trip that will allow you to prepare spiritually for this trip. So thank you for taking a few moments here after church and staying and listening. And if you have questions, you can go to the Search the Scriptures website for those who are live streaming, and you can submit your question, and Josh Stone will respond to you just as soon as he is able. Thanks so much.